Live from the KXLY4 HD Broadcast Center in downtown Spokane, this is KXLY4 HD News at 11.
Good evening, Spokane. Tonight we have a story about one of Washington State's most impactful people and one of Spokane's native sons, Tom Foley. Foley will be in town tomorrow to give the commencement address at the Cataldo Catholic School's graduation ceremony. Having the former Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives in town gives a great opportunity to talk about how he got to where he is now and to examine the positive impacts he has had on all of our lives, whether we know it or not. Tom was born in Spokane on March 26, 1929. He shares his birthday with a very famous Cataldo graduate, Drew Sanger. Foley attended Gonzaga Prep, also Gonzaga University. While Tom was at Gonzaga University, he wasn't considered the most scholarly student, and in fact, the Dean of Students gave Mr. Foley an ultimatum: get your grades up or get out. Tom decided he would try his luck at the University of Washington. After a stint in the UW Law School, Tom decided to enroll in the Graduate School for Far Eastern and Russian Studies. 2 years later, in 1957, Foley returned to the UW School of Law and graduated with honors. In 1960, Tom Foley was appointed the Assistant Attorney General for the state of Washington, and 4 years after that, he defeated Walt Horn and became state's congressman from our state's 5th congressional district. Tom Foley then went on to serve 30 years in United States House of Representatives. Throughout the 30 years, Foley's impact on the state of Washington is nearly impossible to measure. Tom Foley is responsible for setting the policy that helped the state of Washington compete on a global scale, and in doing so, creating hundreds and thousands of jobs, not only in the state, but specifically within the Spokane region. In 1981, Foley was chosen Majority Whip by the House Democratic Caucus and served in the capacity until 1987, when he moved up to the position of Majority Leader in 1989. Jim Wright of Texas stepped down as Speaker of the House amid an ethics scandal, and Foley was elected to succeed him. Tom Foley, Spokane's native son, became the first Speaker of the House from a state west of the Rocky Mountains. In 1994, Tom Foley lost his congressional re-election bid to another Spokane native, George Nethercutt. After a few years off, Tom was appointed in 1997 as the 25th U.S. Ambassador to Japan by President Bill Clinton and served in the capacity until 2001. In July 2003, Washington Governor Gary Locke awarded Foley the Washington State Medal of Merit, the state's highest honor. Foley now lives in Washington, D.C., but his reach can still be felt back here in little old Spokane. Thomas Foley was indeed one of the most impactful Washingtonians in our fine state's history. This is Luke Sanger, signing off. Stay groovy, Spokane.